Hi guys, today we're gonna review a movie that was one of my favorites when I was a kid, Jurassic Park. Be warned, spoilers alert. I think that you saw it, right, when you were a kid?
I watched it a long time ago, yeah, when I was younger, but I don't remember much, only just some impactful scenes.
Well, you know, the concept of the movie is really simple. I mean, a billionaire, John Hammond, developed a lab where he created dinosaurs in a remote island and wants to turn it into an amusement park. The investors are worried about the functionality and security of the park, so they send their lawyers to investigate. In an attempt to prove to the lawyer that the park is perfectly safe and ready to receive customers, Hammond invites some paleontologists and botanists to experience the park for a weekend. But everything that can go wrong goes wrong, and dinosaurs attack people, basically.
Yep, but billionaire or not, I don't think one can just create dinosaurs without the authorization from nations and countries. It's not.
Sure.
I don't think it's even allowed. And even if it were allowed, I think there would be only authorization for one dinosaur. At most one of each species.
Yeah, but I think that basically Hammond just gave one of his smiles, one of his sweet smiles, and everyone just, oh, okay, everyone just melted.
Santa Claus smile.
Yeah, Santa Claus smile. So, but the island and the park itself are really amazing. You have a really effective way of introducing the dinosaurs in that beautiful scene in which we see the Brachiosaurus for the first time. And the music really helps to sell it.
We're gonna make a fortune with this place.
But after all that amazement and excitement, including the birth of a dinosaur, a velociraptor, they gather in a meeting room and they share their thoughts. And I really like that scene because I think it's really funny that the only person that is fully on board with Hammond at this point is that blood-sucking lawyer.
Yeah, true indeed. But that meeting scene, that goes to what I was saying before when Malcolm said, like children playing with their father's guns, and then he said scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could instead of thinking if they should. I mean, it seems like Hammond just created that park on a whim. I mean,
Yeah, I really like that guy, Malcolm. He's like this stud, pseudo-philosophical comic relief, and he always has to say something.
That is one big pile of shit.
yeah. Also, he was reasonably upset with the apparent disrespect for nature and the danger that it implies and the capitalistic motivations that back that project. But when he said nature selected dinosaurs, they had their time. That doesn't make any sense. To me, it seems like when he says nature, he means God. Nature doesn't select anything. A meteor just happened to smash the earth and wipe out the dinosaurs. If the dinosaurs had a space program, they would still be here, and we wouldn't. It doesn't make much sense. It seems like he has some sort of a messiah complex. He's like a prophet or something.
He does have that light coming from behind,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
Yeah, and on that other scene when the protagonist says Malcolm was right when he said life always finds a way. And then they cut to him on the godlike pose with a smirk on his face.
I think he was just really trying to be sexy. Because he really likes Dr. Sattler. He's always trying to seduce her, flirting with her, without giving a fuck about what Dr. Grant thinks, really. But then, which characters did you like? You enjoyed the most?
I think I enjoyed all of them. They were quite believable, except for that one kid in the beginning, but I mean, that's not a big deal. The good performance from the whole cast, even though the lines were that much complex, but yeah, I quite enjoyed all of them.
Yeah, also like pretty much everyone. Especially the main couple, Dr. Sattler and Dr. Grant. And the kids, also like the kids. They start off by being a little bit annoying, but you know, they're kids, that's how they are.
Yeah.
and they kind of grow on you as the movie goes on. And I think I saw a lot of my own reactions when I was a kid on Timmy, and how he reacted to stuff. And his bickering with his sister also related to that. I think the only guy that I really didn't like was I don't know.
Guess.
The annoying fatso. That's the one.
Of course. That guy. I also didn't like that guy. But that was the point of his character. He was supposed to be annoying. He was supposed to be the bad guy.
Well.
And he did a good job of it.
That's true. That's true. Maybe that's why his death scene is so satisfying. The lawyer's death scene is also satisfying.
True.
And even more disgusting.
Yeah, but to me the Fatso death scene was especially satisfying because he was talking for way too long with that dinosaur. Who does that? He was in a hurry and he was trying to have a meaningful conversation with the dinosaur. I mean, what?
Well, speaking of dinosaurs, I think the T-Rex should be considered a character.
Yeah. I can see why you would say that because even though it's an animal, it's quite iconic.
Very
that
iconic.
bear, lion, elephant roar is epic and it's engraved into my brain. Also, his entrance was amazing. That tension building up scene with the booms from his steps and the water glass shot was really well made.
Yeah.
For sure, influenced movies to come.
Yeah, I fucking love that scene, man. When he walks, the whole floor shakes, and he leaves those huge footprints. But I think his best scene is probably his last one. The last one when he appears at the end.
Yeah, when the flag drops, it's
amazing.
Epic. It's epic, yeah.
One thing that we didn't mention, by the way, is the complete lack of security of that complex. On the opening scene, we can clearly see that the cage in which the raptors are held is way too light and vulnerable. I mean,
they have that one guy lifting what should be a 1-ton door. I mean, when they build the cage, it's supposed to be strong and heavy enough so the raptor can't move it.
Yeah.
But immediately after they opened the door, the raptor gave it a push and the whole thing just shifted 1 meter to the side. What?
Yeah, but that scene used to scare the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Me too. And the fences that they had. I mean, they were relying on electricity alone to keep a 10, 20, 30 ton dinosaur away. And the whole compound was relying on just one programmer. I mean, I just think that the movie needed a better excuse for the systems to fail. The motivation for the Fatso to corrupt the system is credible, but I don't think that's enough. The old guy said it himself. We spared no expenses. And yet, how long does it take to grow that many dinosaurs? Like 20 years? How were they still on that early stage? How did they keep everything in order for so long with that shitty system?
I mean, Fatso was still cooperating with them till then. But those cattle fences were pretty shitty. Yeah, it's true. They were pretty shitty. But there are also other dangerous security issues. Like the passengers can just open the car doors.
Convertible cars in
and they can just run into an open field where apparently there are dinosaurs roaming free. I mean,
it's kind of dangerous.
Kind of a problem.
A little bit, but I mean, other than that, what else is there? I mean,
maybe that huge cliff that appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah,
with the T-Rex.
What's like a normal plain field with a goat there waiting for the T-Rex to eat it, and then suddenly a huge cliff just appears out of nowhere.
In the same spot, just shifted. Let's move now to the more technical aspects of the movie.
Okay.
I think that Spielberg's directing is very effective as always, and he has clever ways to build up tension and give us impactful results.
Definitely.
And I think the sound work and the music are just amazing. They
definitely.
really elevate the movie.
I agree completely. The music is really memorable, iconic, and is really epic, as expected from John Williams. Yeah.
Again.
The movie in itself was a masterpiece, in my opinion, created by Steven Spielberg and everyone who contributed to that. Really enjoyed it.
I agree. It's one of his most mainstream movies, but I think it's interesting that he took such a light and B-movie type of story and kind of prevented it from being a mediocre movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I still think they have some of the most credible and interesting portraits of dinosaurs ever, put on a movie, and he made dinosaurs be cool again. Don't you think that scene in the kitchen with the velociraptors is really nerve-wracking?
Yes, it's one of the scenes that I remember when I watched it as a kid. and I almost shit my pants then. It was really stressful. But now that you mention it, Timmy, that guy was strong as fuck.
Oh yeah, he was really...
That guy, he stopped a running velociraptor just with the kitchen door. I mean, he was like, no, I'm a Kid Hulk, you know, I can just stop it.
And the other
both,
scene,
yeah, both doctors, the couple doctors, they could barely stop one velociraptor just standing still and just pushing it. So yeah,
he wasn't even running.
yeah.
So I really like this movie. It's one of my favorites. But I think a lot of it comes from nostalgia. I know that there are a lot of mistakes, but you know, I think it still holds up today. I mean, what do you think?
I didn't think I would enjoy it that much just from remembering it, but now that I watch it much older, I quite enjoyed it. I really liked it. It's easy to understand the box office success that it had. I really enjoyed it.
Alright guys, that's it from now. Let us know what you think about the movie, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.